Alright guys, so we're gonna starting slowly. Okay, so you can just continue lying down on your back in the Shavasana and keeping the eyes closed. And so in Shavasana, you have your feet apart to the corners of the mat. And you letting the toes flop out. Your arms are away from your body at the point where you can feel your shoulders relaxed. You have your hands facing up and your eyes are closed gently. Scanning your body from your toes to your head for any tensions. Allowing every part to relax. Yeah, I want you to really pay attention to your physical body. Every little muscles, every joint. If you find any tensions, what you can do is to just breathe it in and mentally, intentionally, you allowing them to just relax. So we do the Shavasana in the beginning of the class, so that we have the time to letting go of anything that is happening on the outside world. Pay attention to your surroundings. Listening to the sounds. Can you only listening without giving any identities? Now smelling the air. Do the same thing. You only smelling. And then feel the sensations, the breeze, the humidity, the heat on your skin. And now let's bring the attentions back to yourself, reminding yourself whatever is happening outside this platform, you would just let it be. You will focus right here, right now. Letting go of your thoughts. Let go of your negative feelings if there's any. You just let them go. And then starting to feel your own breath in and out through your nose. And feel your belly rise and fall when you are breathing. And go ahead to practicing the deep breathing here, the yogic breath. Whenever you are ready, just breathe in deeply into the belly and slowly rising up to the rib cage and then up to the chest. And then exhale, you let them sink down nice and long. Again, breathe in deeply, belly, rib cage up to the chest. And then exhale, you let them sink down nice and long, longer than your inhale, and you continue by yourself. Yeah, so you are focusing on your own breathing. Yeah, as I have mentioning in the beginning is that you're using the shavasana to letting go of anything in the outside world. Yeah, so when you are practicing the breath, the deep breathing, and you pay attention to that, now your awareness is more drawing inward to focusing on yourself. Your face relax. You allowing the eyeballs to soft and sink down into your head. On your next inhale, after you feel front of the body rise up, you expanding the ribcage out to the side. Yeah, and let's increasing your lungs capacity little bit by bit, and you maintain the shoulders relaxed. On your next exhale only, let's do the active one. You empty from the chest down to the rib cage and then belly, and then you squeezing all of the stale air out. Breath retention is coming up on the inhale. Yeah, at the end of that exhale, taking in the deep breath, belly, rib cage up to the chest, and then you hold the breath counting 1 to 8. And then exhale nice and long. At the end of that exhale again, taking in the deep breath, belly, rib cage up to the chest. Hold the breath counting 1 to 8. Slow tempo. And then exhale nice and long. One last round whenever you are ready. Yeah, making sure the in-breath going in deeply down. And when you're holding the breath, you're counting 1 to 8. And on the exhale, making sure it is go out slowly and smoothly. And then after that, you just go ahead to continue the deep breathing by yourself and bring the Ujjayi breath in. Yeah, soft snoring sounds from the back of the throat. If the Ujjayi breath is not coming naturally to you at this moment, that's okay. Yeah, you bring it in at any time. And continue the deep breath for about 8 more rounds. And you keeping your eyes closed. Oh. your awareness back to your body. And then you're moving your toes and then your fingers, turning your head side to side. And then stretching your legs out, point your toes, your arms are reaching up over your head. You keep yourself first stretching here. And then turn to your left side and then stay there for a couple of breaths, bending your knees, support your head with your arm, your eyes are closed. And then from there you come up into sitting position into the cross leg, half lotus, full lotus, anything you prefer, yeah, on the cushion, on the blocks if you need to. All right, so once you come up, you're resting your hands into Chin Mudra on the top of your knees. Eyes are closed, your back is straight, your body relaxed. Eyes are closed, your back is straight, your mind relaxed. Sitting bones are rooted down. You are sitting evenly on both sides. You feel your heart, your chest lifting up. The shoulders are relaxed. The back of your neck nice and long and the crown of your head is reaching up. Now you can leaning your upper body just slightly bit backward and allowing most of your body weight to coming down to the sitting bones. And slowly joining your hands together in front of your heart, your chest, your thumb touching your heart center, Anjali Mudra. We will say 3 Oms. Inhale. And you can slowly bow your head to your hands. Inhale, lifting your head up and slowly opening up your eyes. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to your practice. Wow, what a beautiful day today. And thank you so much for coming to join my class. Okay, so today at some point, again, like as you know in my class, at some point I'm going to bring you to do the arms balance. If it's not into your practice, at least give yourself a try. If it does not work out, I can give you another position to working on. But I need to see what's going on into the class first. Okay, so let's starting from warming up your body. Can you bring the sole of your feet together? Butterfly pose. Okay, you can have your heels more closer towards yourself as long as you feel comfortable with your hips area. And just grab your feet and keeping your back straight, shoulders broaden. Inhale, you lengthen your spine. And then go ahead to close the eyes. Continue taking the deep breathing and just flap your knees up and down. Opening up your hips. Okay, just keeping in mind is that your back is always stay straight and keeping the shoulders broadened. And then you can come to staying still, continue grabbing the feet. Now just rocking yourself side to side to massaging your glutes. And then you can come back to the center. Now we're going to fold forward. But before we're doing that, use your thumb to opening up the feet as if this is a book. So that the sole of your feet are more facing up toward the sky. Inhale, you lengthen your spine, lifting your heart, your chest up, shoulders broaden. Exhale, fold forward. And you can using the elbows to helping you to pushing your knees down. Do this again. Inhale, come back up to the center. Broaden the shoulders. Exhale, you fold forward. One more time. Inhale, head up, chest up. Exhale, fold forward, pushing your heart, your chest forward. And so this time we're gonna stay here. If you cannot go very much forward at this moment, don't worry about it. It can taking the time. Can you bring your feet more forward? Your feet, even more forward. And then you can fold yourself a little bit more easier. Very good. Okay, it's okay. You want me to push you? Okay, okay. So you just stay there. Keeping in mind again that you want to keeping your back straight. By trying to keeping your back straight in this position is that just pushing your heart, your chest forward. And maybe every exhale, see if you can landing your chest more closer towards your feet. One last breath here. And then inhale, come back to the center. Bring yourself into the normal cross leg. We're gonna do the spinal twisting. All right, normal cross leg. On the inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. You're keeping your back straight. Exhale, you're twisting to the right side. Right arm behind your back, left hand on the right knee. You twist and look back. Inhale, back to the center. Arms are reaching up. Your back is straight again. Exhale, arms down. Twist and look back. One more round. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms down. Twist and look back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms down, twist and look back. Inhale, arms reach up, back to the center. Exhale, you bring your hands down and bring yourself into on four on your hands and knees. Okay,ค่ะ. So once you get into on four, you're keeping the shoulders stacking above the wrist. Yeah, hands are shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart, and they are right under the hips. Opening your hands, your fingers out wide. The four corners of your hands are pressed down firmly and try to form the capital letter L with the index and the thumb. Okay, so now when you're pushing your hands down against the mat, you're turning the inside of the elbows forward. Hypermobility, meaning the arch is half arch here. Then you're bending the elbows a little bit. Yeah, cow and cat pose. Inhale, look up, arch your back, look up. Exhale, you're rounding the spine, you're scooping the tailbone in, lower belly in, bring your chin towards the chest. Inhale, look up, arch the back, and then exhale, round your back. Two more times at your own pace. Inhale, look up, you're arching the back, you're pointing the tailbone up toward the sky. And then exhale, you're rounding the back as round as you can. Bring your chin towards the chest. One last round, go ahead. Good. And then once you've done this last round, you come back to the neutral position. Yeah? When you come back to the neutral position, making sure that you're not arching the lower back. Okay, so once you are here, inhale, tucking the toes, and then hovering your knees above the ground. You see, when you're hovering your knees above the ground, you really have to pushing your hands against the touching point firmly and try to pushing the upper back toward the sky. You're looking away from your fingertips, keeping your neck nice and long. Very good. Now you're controlling the breath in and out deeply. Your downward facing dog is coming up. So on the exhale, lifting your buttocks up toward the sky and try to straighten your legs a little bit here. Now just go ahead to cycle your legs, your feet, loosening up the hamstring, warming up your knees, ankles, and the toes. Okay, so in the down dog, you are keeping your feet hip width apart. Yeah, just when we go into the vinyasa, I may not give you more details after this. Yeah, so keep in mind the feet stay hip width apart. All right, so we can stay still here just a little bit more. Now reaching your heels down towards the ground. If you need to bending the knees slightly, go ahead, do so. Yeah, the action is that of the heels, it has to continue pressing down towards the ground, even though they may not be touching down. Yeah, pay attention to your hands, four corners, press down firmly, and keeping your arms straight, maybe turning the inside of your elbows more forward. Now bring the attention to the back of your thighs, pushing the back of your thighs more towards the back of the class, at the same time lengthening them up toward the sky. Shoulders broaden away from the ears, lower belly in against the spine. You lift it up to under the rib cage. You have a couple of more deep breaths here. See if it's okay to pointing the tailbone more up toward the sky. And this is gonna be your first jump. Inhale, bend knees, lift heels up. Exhale, jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, join your hands together and bring yourself into Samasthiti. Big toes are touched and a little bit of the space between the heels. Arms alongside your body. Your hands are facing towards your legs and you close the eyes. Rooted down to the feet. Base of the big toes, base of the little toes, and your heels are pressed firmly down. Your toes should be stretching out, apart, pressing them down, and feel that arch of your feet are lifting up. Your knees slightly lifting up towards the thighs. You're scooping the tailbone in. Feel the tailbone reaching down to between the heels. Lifting your heart, your chest up. The shoulders are rolling back. The back of your neck nice and long, and the crown of your head is reaching up. Staying here for a little bit more, and you feel the connection from the ground to the sky, from the feet to the crown of your head. Dedicate your practice for good health, physically, mentally, energetically. And slowly opening up your eyes. Surya namaskar A. Inhale, arms are reaching up, looking at your thumb. Exhale, fold forward from the hips joint. Inhale, come up halfway, back straight, look forward. Exhale, jump or step back into the plank pose, and we pause here for about 10 deep breaths. Shoulders above the wrist, your hands, your shoulders, and your arms exactly just like when we get on all four. Your feet hip width apart. Reaching the heels back, lifting the knees caps up towards the thighs. You need to scooping the tailbone in and draw the bottom of rib cage and front of your hips towards each other. Hollow your heart, your chest more inward, yes, and then pushing the upper back toward the sky. Look away from your fingertips, keeping your neck nice and long. You have about 5 more breaths here, so allow yourself to be still. You controlling the breath in and out deeply. Relaxing your mind. 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then next exhale, knee, chest, chin down or come down, chaturanga if you are ready. Inhale, lifting the chest up, roll the shoulders back into the cobra or up dog, and then exhale, downward dog. Now we stay here for 5 deep breaths. If the distance of your from your hands to your feet are too wide, you can walking your feet a little bit more in. Yeah, all right. Okay, reaching the heels down. The spine, try to keeping it lengthened, pointing the tailbone up. Yeah, sending most of your body weight down towards your feet, and about 30% of your strength and the weight is just about at the shoulders area. Yeah, lower belly is in against the spine. Lift it up to under the rib cage. Now we're gonna jump. Inhale, bend knees. Exhale, jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together. Second round. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, jump or step back into the plank. Now we pause into the plank for a few deep breaths here. And try to recall the alignments I just gave to you on the last round. Yeah? If your plank pose is wrong, chaturanga will also be wrong. Yeah? Making sure you're engaging your thighs by lifting the kneecaps up. You're scooping the tailbone in. The inside of your elbows are turning forward. Chaturanga on the exhale, bring the shoulders more forward. Bending your elbows 90 degrees, upper arms are close to you. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Roll shoulders back into the up dog, and then exhale, downward dog. We stay here for 5 deep breaths. Breathing in and out deeply. Good. Parallel the feet. Yeah, when you parallel your feet, you see that you almost are making the straight line to the outer edge of the mat. Good. Reaching the heels down. If your heels already touch down, lifting the toes up and spreading them apart. Yeah? Rooted down into your hands firmly, and the lower belly is staying in jumping. Inhale, bend knees. Exhale, jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together. This round 1, exhale, jump back to plank, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the chest up, roll shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. Close your eyes if you want to. Yeah, your neck is in the relaxed position. First, in the down dog, you're focusing on opening up, stretching the back side of your body. And then the shoulders, if you want to stretching that, then you can do it as a second thing. All right, very good. Pushing back up your thighs more towards the back of the class. Okay,ไหม? And jumping forward, inhale, bend knees, exhale, jump, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, inhale, arms reach up, exhale, hands together. One last round, you can jump straight to chaturanga, go ahead, inhale, arms up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, come up halfway, exhale, chaturanga in any way that you can, inhale, chest up, roll the shoulders back, exhale, downward dog, stay here for 5 deep breaths. All right, close the eyes. Now feel the texture of the mat under your hands. Now sometimes we need to bring the attention to all these little things. How do you place your hands? How do you place your feet when you walk or when you jump? In this way, then your attentions are more in the present moment. Good. Very good. It's okay for you? Yeah? And then jumping forward, inhale, bend knees, exhale, jump, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, inhale, arms reach up, exhale, join your hands together, and we continue, inhale, arms up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, come up halfway, exhale, go into chaturanga any way that you can, inhale, chest up, roll the shoulders back, exhale, downward dog, the three-legged dog, inhale, lifting the right leg up toward the sky. Flex your lifted foot, meaning you're pushing the right heel away and your right toe should be point down. At the same time, curling up towards the right shin bone. Left heel, continue reaching down. Now noticing the body weight on your both sides of your body. Try to keeping it balanced. Good, very good. From there, on your next inhale, stepping your right foot forward between the hands, wiggling your left foot back, come up into the high lunge. Inhale, arms out, reaching up over your head. You're pushing your left heel away from you. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, this is high lunge, back heel lifting up. The warrior one, back heel touch down. Yeah, okay, this is a two different position. So for the high lunge, back heel is lifting up. Turn the right hip back, left hip go forward, and you're scooping the tailbone in, lifting your heart, your chest up toward the sky. Prayer twist, inhale, joining your hands together. Exhale, you're twisting to the right side, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. You can stay into the hand prayer position or go into any arms variation that you prefer. Okay, very good. The base of the big right toe, keeping it down firmly. Left heel is reaching back. Turn your heart, your chest more up toward the sky. Beautiful. And then from there on the exhale, lower both hands down. Go into the three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, lifting chest up, roll shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Changing the side, inhale, lifting your left leg up toward the sky into the three-legged dog. Right heel reaching down and the lifted foot is flexed. Yeah, stay balanced, making sure that both sides of your body is have the same body weight on both sides. Your hips are maintained on the same level. Good, good, good. From there, inhale, stepping your left foot forward, wiggling the right foot back, come up into the high lunge. Spine lengthen. Your arms are reaching up way to your fingertips. You turn the left hip back, right hip go forward. Prayer twist. Inhale, joining the hands. Exhale, twisting to the left side, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Back heel need to be reaching back, and then you can feel the connection from the crown of your head to the back heel. Turn your heart, your chest more up toward the sky. Left elbow can be pointing up. Very good. That's it. And then exhale, bring your hands down. Go into three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, so let's just pause there for a couple of deep breaths and then we continue shortly. All right. Inhale, lifting your right leg up toward the sky. You pointing the right toes, opening up your right toes apart. Inhale, lifting your left heel up as high as you can. Exhale, push the mat more forward and see if you can lifting your right leg up more higher. Yeah, you know the split position. Basically, we want to doing that. Yeah, but in the downward facing dog, what you need to keeping in mind is that both sides of your hips, yes, need to stay on the same level. And then on your next inhale, stepping your right foot forward between the hands. Okay, come up into the high lunge whenever you are ready. Yeah, staying here. Dipping your left knee down towards the ground, and then you bending your elbow same line as the shoulder. Yeah, opening up your palms toward the sky, scooping the tailbone in, keeping your chest lifting up. Inhale one more time here. Exhale, push the hips forward. Maybe knee can be bending more forward, and then starting to lean back. Trust yourself. Bring your head back, opening up your heart, your chest. You're working on the bottom part of the body, firing your thighs. Good. And then inhale, come back to the center. Now straighten your front leg, yeah, reaching your arms up toward the sky. Exhale, you fold forward into the pyramid, but with the back heel lifting up. Staying here. Yeah, if you cannot straighten your front leg, that's okay, yeah. All right. Okay, staying here just a little bit more, the blocks. Okay, 1 second. All right. Okay, here you go. Okay, so we're gonna go into the funky pyramid pose. If you don't know this position, feel free to take a look. Yeah. So what you need to do with your arm is that you're reaching your arms back, fingertips pointing back towards the back of the class, and you maintaining the right leg the way it is. On the inhale, bring your left knee to meet the right. Yeah. Yes, in this one you have to using more of your core strength to stay in the position. Give yourself a try. Yes. Good job, guys. Very good. Can you keeping the left heel come more closer towards your bum? Good. And then from there, find your way to go into chaturanga in any way that you can. Jump back if you like. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting the chest up, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, changing the side. Inhale, lifting your left leg up toward the sky. First, you go into the three-legged dog just a little bit, yeah, so that you can have your hips on the same level. And then pointing the left toes, opening up your left toes apart. Inhale, lifting your left heel up, right heel up as high as you can. And then exhale, maybe push the mat more forward. Yes, yes. Lifting your left leg up more higher. And then from there, inhale, stepping your left foot forward, wiggling the right foot back, come up into the high lunge. Yeah. Okay, hips are square, dipping the right knee down. I'll tell you, if you're bending the right knee, yeah, what it does is stretching the front of the thighs here. Yeah? Okay, now you can bending your elbows, same line as the shoulders, opening up your palms toward the sky. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push the hips forward, chest lifting up, and then your arms are reaching back. Breathing into your heart, your chest. Can you dipping your knee a little bit more down if that's okay? Very good. Inhale, come back to the center. Take your time. Exhale, fold forward, and then you straighten the leg and the back heel continue lifting up. Yeah, pyramid pose just a little bit here. Funky pyramid is coming up, so you're reaching your arms back first. Yeah, fingertips pointing towards the back of the mat. Whenever you are ready, inhale, bring your right knee next to the left, and the right heel come up towards the bum. Lower your knee more down to meet this. Yes, yes, that's it, girl. Very good, very good. Can you have your heel a little bit more closer towards the bum? Are you ready for chaturanga? Whenever you are ready, find your way to go into chaturanga. Inhale, chest up, roll shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Okay, so resting into the downward facing dog, child pose if you need to. Yeah? All right. Okay. Okay, so there was two movements happening. Yeah, when we do the high lunge with the back bend and then the forward bend. Now we're working on with the spine. Yeah, every position actually. All right, okay, so now we're gonna jumping forward. Inhale, bend knees, exhale, jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, join your hands together. Continue, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga in any way that you can. Inhale, chest up, roll shoulders back into the up dog, and then exhale, downward dog. Pause into your down dog just for a little bit here. Okay. From there, inhale, lifting your right leg up toward the sky. Three-legged dog, down dog split, whichever one you prefer. Yeah? Okay. Staying there. And then from there, inhale, you stepping your right foot forward. Come up into the high lunge again. Yeah, a lot of poses today that we are working on, you know, the foundation, the feet, the legs. Yeah? Okay, staying here for now. Now we're gonna try to synchronize the movements to our breath. So first, what you do, you lower your back foot down. Yeah? Okay, and the outer edge of the back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. From there, what you do, sink your buttocks down towards the left heel, and then you stretching the right leg. Very good. If you need to using your hands to help you, you feel free to do so. And then from there, you inhale, you come back up into the high lunge. And then exhale down. Inhale, come back into the high lunge, moving your arms in any way that you want to. Yeah? And then exhale down. Inhale, back up to the high lunge. Exhale down. We have one more time to go. Inhale back into the high lunge. And then exhale down. Back up into the high lunge. Inhale, come back into the high lunge. And then exhale, come down. Chaturanga. Inhale, chest up. Roll shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Changing the side. Inhale, lifting your left leg up. Three-legged dog. Down dog split. Anything you prefer. And then inhale, you stepping your left foot forward. Come up into the high lunge. By the end of this class, you're gonna love me more. Yeah, the legs. Okay, synchronize the movements to the breath. On the exhale, lower your right foot down. Sink your bum down towards the right heel. And then inhale back to the high lunge. Exhale down. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale down. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale down. One last time. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale down. Back into the high lunge and then chaturanga. Inhale, high lunge and then exhale, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, chest up. Roll shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, send to your down dog for 5 breaths. Again, child pose if you need to. Whew. Breathing in and out deeply. And then on exhale, have your knees down onto the mat. Go into the child pose for about 5 breaths or so. Yeah? Just give yourself a little bit of time to rest. Okay, bring yourself back into on 4. From on 4, you inhale, tucking the toes. Exhale, lifting your buttocks up, come into the downward facing dog. Okay, jumping forward. Inhale, bend knees. Exhale, jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now we just stay here for about 5 to 8 deep breaths, Uttanasana. If you need to have your feet hip width apart, then you can just wiggling your feet out. Yeah? Okay, so now when you do the Uttanasana, the forward bend, you're noticing the body weight on the feet. If it's too much on the heels, you need to transfer some forward. Bend the knee slightly if you need to, but if you can keeping your legs straight, please stay that way. Yeah, we just stay for a long time. Feel the back of the thighs lifting up toward the sky. Now inhale, come back up halfway, back straight, look forward. We're gonna try to go deeper into Uttanasana. The lower belly is staying in. On the exhale, landing your belly down towards your thighs, your chest coming down towards the knees. Any arms variation that you prefer into the forward bend, feel free to apply. Yeah? It can be grabbing the big toes with your peace fingers, hug behind your calf muscles, anything that you like. Otherwise, hands can be resting down onto the ground. Whichever version of the arms you choose, one thing to keep in mind is that you want to continue lifting the back of your thighs up toward the sky. Lengthen the lower back, maybe pushing your chest more down towards the feet. 3 more deep breaths. Shoulders broaden away from the ears. Yeah? And then from there, bending your knees slightly. On the inhale, come back to the center. Arms are reaching up over your head. And then exhale, join your hands together. Transfer the body weight onto the left foot, lifting your right knee up towards the chest. Level your hips, yeah, same level. Go ahead, join your hands, and you can flex your lifted foot. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, extend your right leg forward. And feel that the right shin bone coming up towards the knee. Yeah? All right, staying here. And then from there, you can bending the right knee up towards the chest. Left hand on the left hip. Peace fingers, right hand hook on the big right toe. Once you're grabbing the toe, I want you to lengthen the spine, shoulders broaden, yeah? And try to keeping your hips same level as best as you can. Whenever you are ready, on the exhale, pushing the right heel forward. Now, if you cannot straighten the right leg, that's okay. It can continue bending, but keeping in mind this position from the crown of the head to your foot is into the same straight line. Yeah? On the exhale, you bring your right leg out to the right side. Watch out your neighbor. Yeah, don't kick them. Very good. When you do this leg variation, now noticing the front of the hips that should be facing forward. Yeah? If you cannot straighten the leg, it can be like this, no problem. So not okay for you? Okay, try your best. And then inhale, you come back to the center, ready to have a little bit of fun. We're gonna go into the standing split briefly. Okay, so from here, arms are reaching up over your head. Don't touch your right foot onto the ground. On the exhale, lower your right foot down and then go ahead to exhale. You fold forward. Point the right toes, opening up your right toes apart. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lifting it up halfway. Exhale, fold more forward, and you stay here for 5 deep breaths. Lifted leg, stay straight. Yes, stretch your leg a little bit more. Beautiful. You need to feel that energy on the lifted leg. Yeah? Otherwise, this position can be super challenging for you. Yeah? And then whenever you are ready, find your way to go into Chaturanga. Inhale, chest lift up, shoulders are rolling back. Exhale, downward dog. All right. Okay, so we're gonna jumping forward. Inhale, bend knees. Exhale, jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, join your hands together. Transfer the weight onto the right foot. Inhale, lifting the left knee up towards the chest. Flex your lifted foot. Hips same level. Arms are reaching up on the inhale. Spine lengthen. Exhale, extend your left leg forward. Lower belly is in. Lift it up. Yeah, working on the quad หน้าขา yeah, strength. And then from there, bending your left knee towards the chest, right hand, right hip, peace fingers, left hand on the big left toe. Prepare yourself first. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, pushing your left heel forward. Once again, cannot straighten your leg, that's okay. You can continue bending it. On your exhale, bring your left leg out to the left side. Both sides of your hips should be facing forward. Yeah? It's not about how far you can bring your leg out to the side. Maintain this first and then your leg can come out as far as you can. Okay. You're not stretching your standing leg? Yes, very good. On the inhale, you come back to the center. Releasing your big toes, arms are reaching up over your head, just a little bit more here, you guys, you can do this. On the exhale, lower your left foot down, you fold forward, standing split. Inhale, come up halfway, pointing the left toes, opening up left toes apart. Exhale, fold forward, 5 deep breaths here. Remember the lifted leg, you need to continue keeping it engaged. Hips on the same level as best as you can. And then from there, exhale, go into chaturanga any way that you can. Inhale, chest up, shoulders are rolling back. And then exhale, downward dog. Okay, stand to your down dog. Yeah, the jump through is coming up shortly. If you need the blocks, yeah, feel free to prepare your blocks ready. Whenever you are ready, on the inhale, bend knees, lift heels up. You can look between the hands. Exhale, jump forward. Good. And then go ahead to lie down on your back and then close your eyes. 2 minutes here. Oh. You guys okay? Give me your thumbs up. Good. And then you can close the eyes. Whew. Okay, so we are resting here for about a couple minutes. Yeah, let's really try to allow yourself to just totally relax. And keeping in mind again, even we are resting on the mat, the deep breathing doesn't stop. Everybody making sure that inhale goes deeply down and then exhale nice and long. And so you will continue lying down on your back. Let's stretching both legs out towards the front of the class, and you have your legs close together side by side. Okay, your arms alongside your body. Arms are straight and have the back of your neck down towards the mat, your chin slightly towards the throat. Legs lifting. On the inhale, lifting both legs up toward the sky, just the 90 degree. A simple basic legs lifting to working on the core. Yeah? Exhale, lower your legs down, but try not to touch the ground, maybe 1 or 2 inches above the ground. Inhale, lifting both legs up toward the sky. Exhale, lower your legs down. Now, if you have issue with the lower back, hands can go under your bum. Yeah, can be easier. Inhale, lifting both legs up. Exhale down. Inhale both legs up smoothly and slowly. Exhale down. Inhale both legs up, breath through the nose. Exhale down. Inhale both legs up. Exhale down. Inhale both legs up. Exhale down. You have one more time. Inhale both legs up. Exhale down. Don't touch the ground. Now we're gonna do the transition. Inhale, you're lifting both legs up toward the sky. And so from there, hug your knees towards your chest, rocking yourself to the front, feet down, hands down, jump or step back into Chaturanga. Yes, yeah. Good. Inhale, lifting the chest up, roll shoulders back, exhale, downward dog. Okay, so now the jump through again, yeah? At your own pace, you know what to do, yeah? Okay? All right. Exhale, that's when you jump. Yes, very good. And then you come into the sitting position with both legs stretching out in front of you. Okay, ka. Okay, so from this one here, stretching both legs out in front of you and then reaching your arms forward. Point the toes. Your abs okay? Lower belly in, lift it up to under the rib cage. Yeah, we will bring go into Navasana. So what you do, maintain your back straight, but you leaning back and then lifting your legs off the ground. If this is too much for you, bend the knees. Yeah, easy, no? Okay, so if this is not possible for you, you bend the knees first, lean back, lift, and then stretch. Yeah? Good. Broaden the shoulders, lifting your heart, your chest up toward the sky. Scoop the tailbone in. This time you have to rounding the spine and then lower your upper body and your legs out just halfway. You can feel the front of your hips and the bottom of rib cage drawing towards each other. Come back into both pose one more time. Inhale, lifting yourself up. Just 3 deep breaths here, you guys. Give yourself a smile. You love this pose. You have to say this to yourself. And then exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Oh, just breathe. Okay. Again, one more time. Maybe next class. Okay, so keeping your legs stretching out and then bending the right knee up towards the chest. Hug below the right knee. Okay, keeping the shoulders broadened. You remember the position where we do the standing and we stretching the leg out? The same thing, but this time we on the back, yeah? Okay, so before we do that, flex your left foot, meaning you're pushing the left heel away. Now using the piece of your right hand, piece fingers, hook on the big right toe. Yes, again, cannot straighten your right leg, that is totally okay, yeah? From there, whenever you are ready, inhale, pushing the right heel up. Left hand can be resting on the top of the left thigh. What you need to keeping in mind with the back of your neck is that it stay down towards the mat, yeah? Your chin slightly towards the throat. Left leg, keeping it down, it's okay? Yeah? Okay, flex your foot a little bit, yeah, good. Okay, now noticing the right shoulder. If it's you want the strap?
I want a question.
Yes.
Is it more important to have the shoulder down?
Yes, that's right. And that's what I'm about to say, yeah. So if the right shoulder is coming up like this, you're keeping it down, yeah? Okay, all right. Use the strap for now. It will get better, yeah. Okay, now reaching your left arm out to the left side. If you can stretching it out, you go ahead. Otherwise, you're bending it like a cactus. Yeah? Okay. From there, on the exhale, bring your right leg out to the right side. Yes, like this. Yeah. But what you need to keeping in mind when you are doing this is that the left hip has to stay down towards the ground. And you can go ahead, turn your face towards your left shoulder, just so it is easier for the balance. Yeah?
Very good.
Yeah. Continue flex the left foot. Yeah, it's okay. For you, hug under the thigh from here, from the inside. Yes, yeah. And then you bend the knee. Yeah, and like that. It's okay. You have to work with the hips on this one first. And then from there, inhale, bring your right leg back to the center. Now we're gonna changing the hand. Using the left hand to grab to the outside of the right foot and the right arm is reaching out. Whenever you're ready, exhale, bring your right leg down to the left side. And this time, the right hip will stacking above the left. Yeah, it won't be onto the ground anymore. Yes, you turn more. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You can bend the knee, turn your face towards your right shoulder. This way. Yeah. Yes. ค่ะลงมาได้เลยตัวเองลงมาได้เลยใช่พอมันลงมาใช่ไหมค่อยๆเอาไหล่ขวาลงOn inhale, bring your right leg back to the center. Release your hand from the right foot. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Transition. You're gonna rocking yourself front and back. Find the momentum to jump back to chaturanga. Yeah, rock yourself front and back. Yes, rock a little bit more. Boop. Yeah, jump back. Try to find making it a very, very smooth as best as you can. And then you do the jump through again so that we can changing the side. Yeah. All right, lie down on your back. Yes, lie down on the back. Okay, so now you can hugging the left knee towards the chest. Broaden the shoulders. This position, the name of it is the wind release. Yeah, just some information. The benefits here is that if you have gas, yeah, it's called a wind release for a reason. It helps you. You can try next time. Okay, peace fingers of left hand hook on the big left toe, and the right hand can be in the front of the right thigh. Yeah? Whenever you're ready, inhale, pushing your left heel up. Okay, when you use the strap on this one, arms are straight and you can grab more higher. Yes, yeah. Okay. The back of your neck stay down towards the mat. หัวไหล่ซ้ายถ้ามันขึ้นมาเยอะเราพยายามกดมันลงค่ะใช่แล้วก็ค่อยๆดันส้นเท้าขึ้นโอเค From there on the exhale lower your left leg down to the left side. The right arm can be reaching out, otherwise a cactus arm. Yeah? Turn towards your right shoulder. Yes. And what we do keeping in mind the right hip stay down towards the mat. It's okay. Yeah. On the inhale, bring your left leg up toward the sky, changing your hand. So the right hand grab the outside of the left foot. Left arm is reaching out. When you exhale, that's when you lower your left leg down to the right. Yeah, and you can go more. Yeah, I'll help you with the shoulder. Yeah, okay. It's okay. Okay. Inhale deeply when you're ready. And then exhale. Just like a Thai massage, huh? Sort of. All right. Just a little bit more here. You can go all the way down, all the way down. Yeah, that's it. Turn your face there, yeah. Relaxing the lower back. Again, deep breath. And then from there, you can inhale, bring your left leg up toward the sky. Exhale, lower your left leg down. Find the momentum again to rock yourself front and back. Yeah, you jump back to chaturanga, up dog, and you stay in the downward facing dog. Yeah. All right. And this is gonna be our last bit of the asana practice. Yeah. Again, if the arms balance is not in the practice, yeah, at least if you do just the step that I'm about to bring you into, you're gonna gain a lot of the core strength and the shoulder strength. Yeah, that can be building up for your arm balance later on. Okay, if you need to see me first, if you don't understand my direction, feel free to take a look. Yeah, okay, so from the downward facing dog, what you do, you can either go into the three-legged dog or the down dog split. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the down dog split. From there, you inhale, you bring your shoulders above the wrist, and then have your right knee come towards the right armpit. Yeah, with this one, hollow your chest inward and then pushing the upper back toward the sky. You draw these parts towards each other. We're gonna do on each side for 3 times. And then on the 4th time, what you can do, I can see that a few of you guys can do this position. Yeah, okay. So here on the 4th time, what you do, yeah, bend your elbows, bring your right foot out, your arm just like a chaturanga, go into Ekapada Kundiyasana too. Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah. Okay. So easy. Remember, if this arm balance is not in your practice, even if you are doing like this, yeah, you already gain so much of the benefit from the position. Yeah. I'll give you some tips when you doing this. Yeah. If your hands and your feet are too wide, too far apart, you won't be able to go into the Ekapada 2 that easily. Yeah. So you maintain about the distance, just like in a downward facing dog. That makes sense to you? Because what happened if your feet are too wide out, yeah, you go into down dog like this, and then when you try to go do this, it's become much more harder because your leg may not be able to get on the arms that easily. Yeah. Okay. Okay, try it, and if you don't understand, you ask me. Yeah. Okay. One more time. Okay.
Where's your left elbow?
Elbow pointing out. Left
elbow.
hug to the side. Okay. Okay, everybody, let's go into the downward facing dog. Let's do this together. Yeah, okay. All right. From there, inhale, lifting your right leg up toward the sky. Go into the down dog split or three-legged dog, up to you. From there, on the exhale, shifting your shoulders to go above the wrist. Try to keeping your arm straight and the right knee come up towards the right armpit. Yeah, and then exhale, go back into the down dog split. Exhale or inhale, whichever breath works for you. Yeah, and then go ahead to shifting the shoulders to go forward, pushing yourself against the touching point firmly, and then go back into the down dog split. And then go ahead, shifting the shoulders to go above the wrist. And then go back into the down dog split. Now this is the time where you can go into the arms balance. If you are ready, you go ahead. Otherwise, continue with the core strength. Yeah? No? Okay. Even if it does not go out straight, that's okay. You can keeping it bending and then shift your weight more forward. The left arm just like this. Yes, like the chaturanga. It can go to the side or can go in more. Yeah?
Then my weight goes to the back.
Okay, try. Okay, feel free to changing the side whenever you are ready. Yeah. Yes, yeah. You got it. That's it. Okay, so now with the left arm, you see the left elbow pointing out. You keep it in, and you're gonna stay in the pose much more sturdy.
Yeah, but I lean on it. I lean on here.
Yes, it has to be that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want it in like that.
The right elbow is going out. Yes,
okay, out.
So that the right leg have somewhere to
so
grab
I put it out
on.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. ค่ะ
มันไม่ลงแบบนี้ได้ไหม
ได้ไม่เป็นไรถ้าเกิดตัวเองต้องทำตัวเองต้องฝึกกับแค่นี้ก่อนเพราะว่าอย่าเพิ่งไป arms balance ก็ให้แขนทั้งสองข้างตรงเข้าไว้จ้ะโอเค Okay, questions? Anybody have questions? Rest if you need to, yeah? Okay, now your hands. You have to be aware with your hands a little bit. Yeah, okay, try it again. Yeah. Okay. Now your hands and your feet are too wide. Come back into the down dog. Walk your feet more in. Walk your feet more in. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And go ahead. Knee. Yipper, you got it. Keep this leg straight. This leg straight. Yes. Good. Good. Okay. Go back into the down dog split. Okay. All good, everybody? Okay. One more time. Yes. No. Maybe. Go ahead. For you, if you have enough chai pose or shavasana, if you want to, I'm gonna give that some time for those a little bit. Yeah, Yana. You okay? A little bit more.
She wants some questions.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter.
So lift your right leg up. Now,
Good.
bring your right knee
ค่ะ
to
ดู
your
เท้าขวาหันหน้าดูเท้าขวาเวลาเข้าท่าแล้วค่ะ Okay. One more time for you. Okay, please.
So it's that movement that you get more of a bend in.
Are we on the same side?
You can change the side. You can change the side. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. So now you see what happened from your hands to your feet is a little bit too wide. That's when you can. It's harder to go into the pose. So go into back to the down dog. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. Try again. Yeah. Yes. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Even if you're the side of your head onto the mat, it's okay. Shift your weight more. Good start. Good start. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Lower your chest down. You shift your weight more forward, and your legs will come up. Yeah. Yep. Good. Okay, one more time. Back into the down dog. Okay. Walk your feet a little bit more in. Maybe it's easier. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Now bend your elbows. Yipper. This arm hug in, on, out. That's in, other way, in. Like you see, the left arm squeezing it in like this. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Feel free to lie down if you are done. Yeah. Very close. Yes, very close. All right. Okay, so let's just stay on your back for a little bit here. Yeah. All right. Okay, so close your eyes and let's scanning your body for a little bit here. Observing how's your shoulders. Observing your hips, maybe especially the front of your hips. Okay, so this one I will suggest you to just listening to your body. What do you need to stretch? Yeah, if you feel that you need to stretching the shoulders because of the arms balance, you can reaching your arms up, do the cactus arm if you like. Okay, and if the front of your hips are tight, yeah, you can do the like a butterfly legs. Yeah, the reclined bound ankle pose. Or you can do both actually. You can combine them. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We're gonna stay here in this position for about 10 breaths. And if you like, your arms can be like in this position. Yeah. And then bring the back of your hands down towards the ground. And Tomer, you can have your feet like sawadhi with your feet. Yeah. Okay. And then what you can do, with this. You can use the block to go under that, maybe somewhat more easier. Yeah. Okay. And then you can go ahead to slowly bring your knees together. Give yourself a hug. Hug your knees to the chest, rocking yourself side to side. And then rock yourself front and back, go into mini halasana if you want to, meaning the toes can be tapping over the head. Yeah? You can do 5 times. And once you've done your 5 times, that's when you can go into shavasana. And then close your eyes. Yeah? Once you've done 5 rounds. And please making sure that behind your back you feel comfortable. We are going to resting here for about 10 minutes. You're knowing that this is still part of your practice. Surrender yourself to the gravity. Your mind relaxed. And I will let you know when to get up. Okay, so the last part of our practice is pranayama, the breathing, yeah, alternate nostril breathing. So if this is new to you, feel free to keep your eyes open for now. Yeah, eventually at some point I'm gonna bring you to do the breath retentions, meaning holding the breath on the inhale. Keep in mind both nostril has to be closed when we holding the breath. Yeah, and there is this bandhas or the lock, which is there is root, throat, and belly. For the belly, when you're holding the breath, it may not be able to engaging it that easily. But what you can do when you're holding the breath on the inhale, you can expanding the rib cage out. Or another option is that you're relaxing your chest, but then pushing the belly out. It's give the different slightly bit effects. So you can try both if you want to. All right, okay. So you have your left hand into Chin Mudra and the right hand Vishnu Mudra, the two fold of two peace fingers down, making sure that the right arm is relaxed and the right arm alongside your torso here. Okay, back is straight, the back of the neck nice and long. Whenever you are, exhale all the way out and then close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale left deeply. Close left, exhale right, nice and long. Inhale right deeply. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, exhale left. Breath retentions will begin. Inhale left deeply, more. Close both nostrils, hold the breath, shoulders relax. Try to continue lifting your chest up. Yes. And then exhale to the right, nice and long. Inhale right, more. Close both nostrils, hold the breath. Exhale left, nice and long. When you exhale, do it smoothly and slowly. Yeah? Inhale left, more. Hold the breath. ไม่กั้นลมหายใจเหรอคะ Okay. And then exhale right, nice and long. Inhale right, more. Hold the breath. Exhale left, nice and long. Inhale left. Hold the breath. Exhale right, nice and long. Inhale right. Hold the breath. Exhale left, nice and long. Pay attention. I will guiding you one more round. Inhale left. Hold the breath. Counting 1 to 8. Exhale right, nice and long. Inhale right. Hold the breath, counting 1 to 8. Exhale left, nice and long. This is 1 round. You continue by yourself for 5 more. So every time you exhale to the left, that is counting as 1 round. Yeah? Your head position, keep it straight, not lopping to one side. Spine lengthen. When you holding the breath, shoulders relax. And then when you're finishing your own 5 rounds, you can just sitting quietly with the eyes closed. And if you are still practicing pranayama, once you exhale to your left, you can relaxing your hands down. And taking this time to watching your own mind, your own thoughts. And feel free to bring your focus point to the third eye. slowly joining your hands together in front of your heart, your chest, your thumb touching your heart center. We will say 3 Oms to finishing this class. Say your Om soulfully, mindfully, heartfully. Inhale. Slowly bow your head to your hands, keeping your eyes closed, and take a moment to thank yourself for being here. Thank everything that's happening in your life, good or bad, and appreciate everything that you have into your life. Before you opening up your eyes, set intentions how you want the rest of today to be like. And then whenever you are ready, you can slowly opening up your eyes and give yourself a big smile. Namaste. ขอบคุณค่ะ 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 Any questions? Let me know, yeah?